Give Iowa credit. I think they're one of the better teams in the country. Obviously, they're unbelievably offensively. Great shot making on the perimeter, tremendous length and athleticism up front. In fact, I thought they made us look small around the basket. They do a great job of not fouling. We're fourth in the country in drawing fouls, and we couldn't draw fouls at the rim. Didn't come out with, didn't play. They played harder than we did in the first half. There were no adjustments at halftime. It was just an attitude adjustment was made at halftime. And we came out and played a lot harder in the second half. I mean, they don't have a point guard right now, so we needed to pressure them. Caused 24 turnovers. Then when we got a chance to get the lead late, one of the things that always hurts us is being undisciplined. So you got to marry playing hard and being undisciplined, or married playing hard and being disciplined. And we were undisciplined. We had one of our guys jump out of the way, drove the basket. We had another go for a steal, and then another go for a shot fake. So we weren't disciplined at the end of the game to be able to finish it.
Questions for Coach Brannen?
Same question you asked, Chris. What about their zone? Do you feel like gave you problems? What was the game plan against
definitely gave us problems. In the first half, I thought we handled it pretty good. We just missed a ton of shots at the rim. The second half, we became a little timid and didn't handle it as well.
Obviously, there was some frustration on certain foul calls, and I know that happens every game. Do you feel like the game changed the way it was called at all when you went on that run and started getting a bunch of steals?
Yeah, I mean, I thought, we were allowed to be a little bit more aggressive. It was a little, ticky-tack in the first half around the rim, which, like I said, give Iowa credit. They must know how to guard without fouling because we're fourth in the country in foul shots.
The full court press, it's obviously something you do, but in that second half when you cut that 15-point lead, is that – I know you talked about it Wednesday against Tennessee. That's the way you wanted it to look. Is that the way you wanted it to look?
Yeah, that's the way we want to play. When it calls for it, that's the way we got to play. So we didn't do that in the first half. I don't understand why, but we did in the second half.
Garza had 12 points on 12 shots. Were you happy overall with how you guys
I was happy overall with our coverage. I thought, he kind of beat us on the glass quite a bit, but I was happy with our overall coverage. But again, we doubled him, and then the ball's kicked out, and Fredericks killed us. I mean, he's a great player. I've always known that. He's a tremendous kid and really a big-time shot maker. I mean, he plays like he's a senior, and he's young. He's going to be an outstanding player.
Did you see C.J. a lot when he was
I saw C.J. a ton. I was offered him his first scholarship. I love C.J. Frederick.
How old was he when you offered him?
I don't know. I was a coach in Northern Kentucky.
It seemed to double Garza was the game plan. Does that hurt with some of the guard rebounds and obviously the kickouts on threes?
It hurts with the kick out on threes. To get 48 to 31 on the glass is one of two things. Either your effort's not good enough or they're better than you are. May have been a little bit of both. I don't know. I think our effort wasn't good enough in the first half. I know it wasn't in the first half. I don't know what the rebounding totals were in the second half.
Mamadou got a little bit of run. Was that a matchup thing? Did you just feel like he had earned?
No, his energy. Guys weren't playing hard enough. He gave us great energy. When he came off the bench, he didn't worry about anything. He just played hard. He had no agenda. He had nothing he was playing for other than to play hard. Chris McNeal, same thing. See, when you're humbled, all right, you come in and you do whatever it takes to play. And those guys played hard as can be. So they changed the game for us.
I was going to say, it seemed like when Chris came in, I think he had 4 steals in
Completely
about a
changed the
10-minute
game.
stretch. I know we talked about Jaren on Wednesday too, but does he still seem like he's continuing to get back closer to what he looks like? Certainly seems to be attacking the basket more.
Yeah, we need to give him the foul line more. And yep.
A lot of fouls. Oh, sorry. Chris, a lot of fouls first half, early in the second half before you guys really started to turn them into steals. Was the game called tight, do you feel like? Do you guys feel like you did something different where it just stopped fouling and turned to steals?
I feel like the game has been called tight all season, so I think we just got to do a better job of defending without fouling, which I think we do, but they make some calls that could go either way, so we just got to live with it and keep trying to defend at the level that we're capable of defending that.
What changed when that run where you guys cut the 15-point lead and got a bunch of steals? Was there something you guys did different?
No, we just tried to, pressure their ball handlers. We know that they're without their starting point guard that they had for quite some time, so we just wanted to pressure the ball handlers and make them uncomfortable, and then that kind of led to steals. So that's all we did.
What were the conversations like, maybe during timeouts, whenever you guys were down by double digits, and how were you able to turn that around?
Conversations to just bring energy. At that time, it's no more game plan. It's more so like the way the game was going, we just needed energy, and we need to play harder. So we came out flat and through the talks that coach gave us and timeouts and then halftime, we just kind of picked it up in the second half.
Now that you're coming off the bench, do you feel like bringing energy is something that's being asked of you now?
For sure. I feel like that was asked of me from the time I got here. So I just got to keep on listening to coach and doing what he asked me to do.
Just 7 turnovers for you guys in the game. What was that? What was the message there, and what did you guys do to take care of the ball?
That's just something that coach has been harping on since a few games back, that we got to slow down on the turnovers and make better reads. So that started in practice. He had us in drills to playoff 2, just kind of getting that repetition in on slowing down, making the right read, and just playing basketball.
What did you think of their zone, and what did it do to maybe give problems?
I just think it slowed us down in our offense just a little bit, just because we play with a lot of pace, and that's something that a lot of zone defenses do. They slow down teams that play with pace. So, we did a good job of game planning and practicing it before the game. So during the game, it's just on us to execute.